Can you explain what you're doing and why you're doing this?
Two things that I'm working on this morning with Champ, with his door reactivity. Champ is, in the past, has rushed the door and pretty much challenged anybody who came through it.
And we saw this with Mike, the neighbor.
Yes, we got to see this firsthand, how he goes into this. He triggers with the sound of the knock, generally, or the doorbell, and then he goes into this space where he goes in to protect the house, and he literally gets into this space where it's dangerous. He's very aroused, and he's very much going to see who's coming through that door. And in the past, he has bit or nipped, whatever you want to call it, the dog walkers. So what we're teaching him, a strong place command. Two ways I'm doing this. One, I'm having him on the place bed already, and I'm knocking on the door and setting up a situation where I'm going to be answering it. And I'm having him, his role, which he knows because I taught him, no barking and no concern at all with who's at the door. This is an easier task than if he's off the place bed and free roaming. So now I'm adding that step in where I'm having him off the place bed, because it's kind of realistic eventually it's going to happen where he's not going to already be on the place bed. I'm letting him free roam for a minute, and then I'm catching him off guard with a nice, firm, loud knock. I see he's still going, ooh, what's that? As soon as he does that, I say, Champ, place. That's your job when people come over. Down, relax, I answer the door. His job is just to ignore the situation. And then we get a nice peaceful interaction with whoever's coming through our door. So he's learning when somebody comes to the door, my job is to be on place if I'm not already there. And if I am already there, just stay there, stay relaxed. Nothing is of your concern.
Awesome.
That's pretty much what we're doing this morning.
And he's already made huge progress to get to this point, considering when we first started knocking on the door and ringing the doorbell, he would bark like crazy.
Exactly. And so he's starting to understand what we want of him. So that's great. That's just beautiful. Now it's just our job to make sure that we keep up with the rules, meaning if he does make a mistake, we have to correct and let him know that was inappropriate in order to keep this thing, in order to pattern it to the point where it's just a new
Muscle
behavior.
memory, yeah.
Exactly, which is starting to happen already.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
beautiful. So when he goes home, basically this structure, these rules will just transfer right over to his home, and he'll change the way he views his home, and things will be
Awesome, let's see it in action.
All right, so this one is, I'm gonna do the more challenging one where I'm gonna let him off.
Awesome.
And then all this, so. Champ, break. That boy, bud. That boy. Yeah. You're a good boy, huh? Very responsive to his name, which is like, for me, is very important that as soon as I say your name, I'm talking to you and he pays attention. So he's really in tune with that, which makes me happy. All right. He's going to put himself, Champ. It's a good choice, but I want to kind of set him up here. Champ. Attaboy. Attaboy. And then he's already thinking about going to the place bed without me telling him. Place. No. All these little learning moments. Good. So I have his number on 18 here. As you can see, it's a correction that's valuable to him right now, but it's not so high where he can't think through it, but it's not so low that he doesn't prioritize it. It's working pretty well. When you see me use it, I'm watching his thought process. If I say place and you don't immediately think about getting on the place bed, but instead you think about coming over towards Julie, it's a tap on the button, repeat the command. So we're gonna try it again. That one was what I would call a valuable learning experience because he learned what not to do and what to do. We almost had, he hasn't been doing this very long, so I was very surprised to see that he heard the knock and he thought about going to place. So this tells me that if I do this more, he's gonna eventually hear a knock and run to the place bed.
Yeah.
Without me even telling him, I'm just gonna pattern it in. So that's a beautiful thing. He was halfway there, he was thinking about it, you could see it, and that's great. Champ, come. Good boy, bud. Good boy. Break. Nice. Good. Good boy. Good. I didn't tell him what to do that time.
That is awesome.
Good. And then I'll answer my door.
Oh, who is it?
Hello there. How are you? A little head raised. Well, let's see what he does with it. Hey, nice to see you. Oh no, we're not interested in buying a vacuum. We don't need a vacuum, do we?
No, we have a brand new
We have a
vacuum.
brand new vacuum. Well, this one comes with all like the latest updates. And
We have a
such.
Dyson that was several $100s.
Try the next house over. His name's Mike. So tell him I sent you. Good boy. So, pretty darn close to perfect there. The only thing I would work on at that point, because I'm going to be very nitpicky with him, is this level of who's that? I would actually say no in a mild
Down,
correction. Yeah, but because he's new at this and he did such a good job, I wanted him to realize there was no correction involved that time. You are on the right path, man. That was your best one yet. I knocked, and this we're talking like 5 reps here, and only 3 of them were today. I did a couple the other day. He's already knocked, boom, to the place bed. So, I mean,
He's doing
that's
great.
impressive.
He
to me.
wants
I'm
to.
impressed
He
with
wants
him.
to do the right thing.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy. So we, taking that job away from him and giving him the new job of being on the place bed. So I'm very impressed. I'm very impressed.